and then they're right back to missing some.
Top 8 in the rotations.
Run a pin down for him.
Expected to have a big game. You know, Denver Nuggets, the on-off number.
Already mentioned it with Murray.
Brown ends up on Porzingis. The double. They go about it in much different way. NBA and maybe an all-time. Porzingis.
Three-point shooters really don't have a lot of shooters.
A lot of teams use the three ball effectively.
Point attempts, first in the league.
Nice pass. Whistles one to Horford. Michael Porter Jr. once again overall.
Last 8 and in those
matchup with Missoula and Michael Bishop Hendricken in Rhode Island with two teams that have very high expectations. January. Westbrook fires a three.
Up the whole game, but they're for them lately. They've only 1% or less from three.
A level here, maybe a plateau. They feel like they have a lot.
Assists from Brown, who's average games between Denver and San Antonio.
Fun to watch. Jokic, big number. He'd have 6 assists, 6 step up outside of Jokic, and he's
over his last 6 games.
Tatum gets by Najee. Tatum going. Najee tries. Najee. And Richard on a no-look from Hauser.
For 6th man of the year and leads the
shots. Murray, tough 3 to see that one go down. Tatum spins up. All-Star is back with a brand new NBA.com/vote to cast your run for Boston. Here's Strother. Shot here with a championship. The best player in the NBA, certainly one of the best. A major question. Are there enough people?
And he's the versatility he brings. And he's a great
of that young. Here is Tatum. Nothing there. Will Reese-Brook. And gets the Tatum assignment. Tatum.
Ago, Peyton was the #1 high school recruit other, and as Peyton Watson rose up the motor every night, gives 100.
On 10 minutes of UCLA is a tour. So when he's on the floor,
drastic number. And there's the on-off numbers for Jokic. And
hotel room in Denver and for their welfare.
For those who don't know,
it's welfare.
You know, you got to protect the last 13. That bullseye is squarely.
Learning from his failures, continuing well. He said, "We know people are going to come after us." Everyone else is with 3-2.
Playoff runs, really ever since
Cater stopped an 8-0 Denver run. Watson, no look from Russ.
That's what they want to see out of
the Brown. Misses.
We said it earlier. This
10-2 run here for Denver. He's got to get one up. Contested 3.
He just needs to find that consistent. Just over the last 5 games, they never forced a lot of turnovers.
Season game, so they're back on the floor for Denver. Puts up a very important, presents the dynamic
league. We see it on the point line, and Boston.
Tatum in the corner for 3. Kata
has been.
Watson taking on Porzingis. Hives. Mid-range. They will take this quarter. Left.
In this league, one of the reasons that.
And for the head of steam, Westbrook.
That he has talked to Peyton.
Denver is hanging in there with Watson for 3. Got
it. 5 guys in double figures.
Deflected and a shot. Between these two teams. Start this 3rd quarter and 1st quarter tonight, but their 3rd, 16%.
Yeah, that's been the 3rd of their 3s.
Just 20 points. 3 of the last 4.
Western Conference finalists in OKC, and now they're here.
59. Jaylen Brown with his first field. Murray takes a
0 for 4
losses this year. They're 26. As Porzingis goes in this one. Šarić and it's DNP's coach's decision. Doing the best he can out here.
A 3-time bench rotation, the same.
Little crossover. Tatum. Westbrook gets in 3-pointers tonight.
31 often, and then obviously Tatum.
Skip it all the way to Hauser.
Boston's size created the
deflected. Porter got the minus their 2 stars. Here, 37% from Tatum. Junior. Watson, no.
He's a lot better defender than
secures it. Takes off. Under a minute to go in the 3rd. Denver inside the Cornet. Finds trying to take it quick. Murray up.
But again, what the best.
Porzingis at the line.
Pritchard time. They love fans in Boston loving them.
I knew where you were headed with it.
No, that one.
Watson gets his left arm.
You think how it will unfold?
Back immediately.
Great, thank you, Kane.
Porzingis, and they're not done.
And now Strother for Julian Strother is grabbed a scratch before the game, and there's how
he is an outstanding.
And back-to-back games as Porzingis shooting 32% from three. Look on Pritchard. Here's Jordan. Look out! Attack. Brown. A few years ago, Boston had a 15-point lead, and they've been hanging in there ever since. Christian Brown, three-point.
Fifth Denver player.
Almost got a steal there. Holiday gets it back.
4 was his matchup.
Brown posting up. Point game. Boston with the ball, and now
Shooting ability. Teams
double team comes. He flips it to Holiday. Assist for Porzingis. He's got missed the part of it, and he's fouled. Challenge. And a bit of a swoon here.
Out of the lineup, I think it's been hard for them. They've had one game where they've had
up top. Strother. Westbrook is
around 6 assists
Here in the final stretch of the game.
former MVP.
in this league. Got sending a Holiday to the
Corner. Westbrook and championship run last season. 2 costly turnovers. Strong off 1 foot in order to tie the game.
Oh, have to compete.
How well he played against the Spurs. The Holiday. Westbrook lays it in. Watson, a mediocre month of distance to Boston with a flirt. First of 2 meetings on the year between these 2 teams. And a turnover to start this 3rd quarter and 4 quarters. So they had a good first quarter tonight, but their third from 3-point range.
Yeah, look,
16%.
Yeah, that's been they make more than a third of their threes.
15 points, 12 points, and 20 points. 3 of the last 4.
They started in Minnesota last year, Western Conference finalists with Houston and OKC, and now they're here.
Brown scores it all tied at 59. Jaylen Brown with his first field run. This crowd is into it. This one, just 5 of 17, under 30%. Saric, and he's 24 DNPs. Coach's decision for Jokic. Doing the best he can out here.
Much to begin with, but you're replacing a 3-time and allows Michael Malone to keep his bench rotation the same.
Shot clock down to 3. Tatum, little crossover. Tatum. Westbrook out to Brown. Westbrook gets it back. Denver with 10 3-pointers tonight.
Point attempts at 31 a game.
With Holiday close by. Christian Brown up and over Porzingis. Keeping the pace up in this game throughout the game.
Well, they're one of
Steal by Holiday. Westbrook turns it over.
Tonight for 20 points going the other way.
Westbrook's terrific athlete, Christian Brown.
Should be in the discussion when we talk most improved player.
Great. Last season, they've had a great run, multiple deep playoff franchise here. Denver with the offensive. Come alive here in this 3rd quarter. Obviously, Joe Mazzulla wants more of that.
Porter Jr., the biggest guy on the floor. Peyton Watson.
Interesting, Michael Malone deploying this small lineup. And Porzingis, we've seen great defense. We've seen him on Wembanyama over the weekend.
Really what it is his versatility. He can guard guards, he can guard guys bigger.
Back soon, maybe even as early as tomorrow. We'll see.
Against that Denver zone for other people, you're going to be one of the best offenses in the league.
20 points off the previous 13, and 4.5 to go, 3rd quarter. Westbrook pulls it inside to Cornette, kicks it out to Horford for 3.
Cornette off the glass.
Strother drives on Cornette. Thrown on the rebound again, and on the defensive end, getting some offender 4. And Watson with Tatum. Add 2 to Tatum's line. He's got 19.
Westbrook's been in this position throughout his career, and he's
On the 3. Pritchard drives. No, he stepped on the sideline. Without him, 7th game missed. For Gordon, who missed 10 games earlier this year. He was way up there for that block. Successful challenge. Boston. Tatum fires one to Pritchard. Catch and release and
together up front.
Porter got the kick down the Lakers in the first of our doubleheader, minus their 2 stars. Overall for the year, 37% from Tatum. Presenting some challenges to Michael Porter Jr. Watson, no.
Defender. Teams try to go at him. He's a lot better defender than
the layup. Strother secures it, takes off.
Check play.
Boston by 5, under a minute to go in the 3rd. Tatum inside the Cornet. Finds the clock and game clock. Murray trying to take it quick. Murray up.
Only one shot in the quarter, but again, with the
Possession. Puts Porzingis at the line.
Usually for Boston, Peyton Pritchard time. They love knocked down a bunch of them in his career. Fans in Boston loving it.
In case he missed it,
Oh
I knew where
God.
you were headed with it.
No, that one.
Yeah, the officials are seeing whether or not the Watson gets his left arm.
Do you have to possess the ball, or what you think how it will unfold?
In that case, clearly, Porzingis gets the ball back immediately.
Great, thank you, Kane.
And now Murray is on Porzingis, and they're not done.
Away from the double team. And now Strother, 17 points off the bench for Julian Strother. And Brown, an illness and a scratch before the game, and their 3-point game. Boston had a 15-point lead in the second quarter, an extended run, and they've been hanging in there ever since. To dry their shoes over here. Take him to the basket, kicks it out. Christian Brown, 3-point.
And he becomes the 5th Denver player for the Nuggets.
Almost got a steal there. Holiday gets it back.
Wembanyama at 7'4" was his matchup.
That small lineup at some point. Brown posting up.
Jaylen Brown
2-point game. Boston with the ball, and now
switches. Because of his 3-point shooting ability, teams manage on the sides.
does it here. Double team comes. He flips it to Holiday.
Full pass out to Holiday.
First assist for Porzingis. He's got game back, had an ankle injury. And Cornet with a block. Watson trying to stay with him. Tatum finds some open space. One of those guys to follow. Impressive that he has 24, which is one made 3. It's Oklahoma City. Tatum's been a big part of it, and he's fouled. Yeah, right here on the forearm, no challenge. And they're in a little bit of a swoon here. That 3% of
But
them.
they've had a lot of guys in and out of the lineup. I think it's been hard for this. Since November 29th, they've had one game where they've had
that quarter as well. Steal up top. Strother. Westbrook is
to that. 23 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists.
Prides himself on doing that. We're seeing it here in the final stretch of the game.
former MVP.
Athletes I've seen in this league. The floor, not even on a shot, sending a Holiday to the left.
Murray to the corner. Westbrook and East defending their championship run last season. Out of his hands. 2 costly turnovers. Strong. Murray off 1 foot. 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter to tie the game.
You do this multiple games in a row, have to compete.
Just watching the games this weekend, how well he played against the Spurs. Tatum to Holiday. And 5 now. Westbrook lays it in. Watson.
Be pretty happy.
Especially after a mediocre month of this. Come tomorrow. Tonight, it belongs to Boston with a flurry.